Slava Jesus Christus, Slava Navika, glory be to Jesus Christ, glory be forever. It's Father Basil again, doing this quick podcast. And I'm on my retreat, my priest retreat right now, clergy retreat with other priests in my eparchy. And one of the things that I'm thinking about this week as I'm on my clergy retreat is, if Jesus were to come down into this world today and live among us like he did 2,000 years ago with the Israelites, how would we react to that? How would we look at Jesus today? How would we honor Jesus? How would we live our life with Jesus? That's the question I want everyone to think about today. If Jesus were living among us at this very moment, at this very time of our lives, what would we do differently in our lives? Would we do anything differently? Or would we just do the same things over and over and over again? And, it's our world, of course, is different than it was 2,000 years ago. Our world is constantly changing. Our world is constantly, some people may think it's getting better. Some people may think it's getting worse. But the one constant about this world is change. Technology changes, we have changes in what we eat. The food production is different than it was 2,000 years ago. We're more knowledgeable about illnesses, about vaccines, about how to take care of ourselves better, how to live longer lives. All those things are different than it was 2,000 years ago. But the thing that haven't changed is that we still have to listen to the words of Jesus. We still have to listen to what Jesus has told us to do through his apostles. So if Jesus was on this earth today and walking among us, walking with all the people of this earth, preaching to them, going to our churches, going to our meetings that we have, how would we react differently? How would we live our life differently? That's the question I want all of us to think about. Would we say, well, I'm not going to change how I live, no matter what Jesus says? Or are we going to say, well, maybe Jesus has some good points, some good thoughts to share, to think about our life, to think about a relationship with God, to think about a relationship with one another. And that maybe we need to tweak a little bit in our life. We need to do things a little bit differently because Jesus has asked us to be more prayerful. Jesus has asked us to be more holy in our thoughts and our words and our actions. And I think one of the things that our retreat master today or yesterday was saying is, about a relationship with Jesus. How did we decide to become priests? How did we decide to become, this role that we have in the world right now? What is a relationship with God right now? What is our future? What is our goals? What is our spiritual goals in life? Those are kinds of things that I think we should be talking about and reflecting upon. And I'll be talking more about these things in our podcast in the future too, I think. Because, sometimes as priests we get so tied down with administrative duties. We get so tied down with paperwork, and we forget what our goals are what our roles are in society, and to bring people closer to God. So I'll talk more about this in the future. God bless you. Have a good day.